Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to make a QR code. QR stands for Quick Response, and it's a little black and white box that looks something like this. When users scan it with an application on an iPad or a smartphone, they get taken to the information that you want them to access. It could be a website, a YouTube video, an image. Pretty much anything on this list is an option when you have a page subscription. Some things like images or PDFs, you have to have a page subscription at Screencast-O-Matic to be able to use this type of content for your QR code. I like using this for plain text where you can type in anything that you want. If you are having students examine genre, for example, you would want to put perhaps the answer to a question of what genre is this book. For example, here is a mini QR poster about the book by Karen Huss called Out of the Dust. It says, what's the genre of Out of the Dust? When students scan this QR code, they get taken to the information that pulls up when you scan that QR code. It says historical fiction. Out of the Dust by Karen Huss is historical fiction because fictional Billy Joe lives in Oklahoma during the Great Depression of the 1930s. So students get to this information by scanning the QR code. Now, how do we make a QR code? Well, let's go back to QR code generator. I like to use qrstuff.com. Choose what kind of data type you're going to use. I use plain text for the most part. Any text that you add here is going to stay where it is. QR Stuff does a really good job of making your QR codes static. They never change. They are free forever, and they're going to be usable by people years out of you actually making them. So here is your QR code. If you want to play with its color, you can change its color. I leave it as black and white though. And then you want to click the download button right here. There are more output types here if you want to email this to someone or print a batch of them or download them. I like, though, to just use this download link. When you click on this, it will put it in your downloads folder, and then you can adjust the size of it. It's important when you're adjusting the size of a QR code that you use one of the corner squares where you have a double arrow here. This is going to let you make your QR code bigger or smaller and keep everything within the same proportion that it is originally, so you can manipulate its size without harming any of the data that it's actually storing. If you were to pull it out like this, it's most likely going to distort the data and you're not going to be able to read it effectively. If you make it too skinny, it's not going to be able to be read well. It's also important too that you leave a nice white edge all the way around it. Don't crop out this little bit of border here, because then it's not going to be able to get a clean scan when you actually scan it using an application. qrstuff.com is really nice as a QR code generator because it does give you so many different data type options without even needing an account. I can go in and put a URL to any website and it will become a QR code. I can link specifically to an actual YouTube video. If you're going to link to a YouTube video though and you're working with students, I suggest creating it as an embedded URL. Now what I mean by that is to take the URL here for your YouTube video, Control-A to highlight everything, Control-C to copy-paste, go into a new tab on your browser, and Control-V to paste it here. Now you're going to go up here where it says watch question mark and delete that. You still want the V equals with this jumble of letters and numbers. Now next to this slash you're going to put embed /V equals and then the rest of the URL. Go ahead and click enter. Once this loads, it's going to take you to that YouTube video without any of the sidebar videos or the comments. Now when you do play this video, well, typically when the embed actually works, it will take you all the way through the video, and then you will also get those little pop-up related videos as well. You need to be careful that students don't click on them. perhaps at a later time this embed alteration to a YouTube video's URL will work later. It's also possible to use viewpure.com to be able to clean up a YouTube video before you make a QR code to it. If you go in and put in the URL to your YouTube video, click on Purify, ViewPure is going to take out those pop-up related videos as well as the sidebar comment. So when it finishes loading, you're going to see the video itself here in the center, and it's going to be able to play here on this particular website. Now in this option, it should be able to play the entire video, and when it finishes, it's just going to stop. It's not going to give you all those options. If you do click on YouTube here, though, it pops you out to regular YouTube. Now, this link, you can Control-A, Control-C, head back to QR code generator. It's a website URL, not a YouTube video anymore. You could paste it in, and it would generate a QR code here that will take you to this video in this house or this shell.